This motif, of course, is Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, so we're going to paint this funny guy. Get your stuff ready and we'll get started. So we've got this brown over here, and I want to have two different browns. One that's a little darker for his antlers and one that's more of a color for himself. And I will start with his antlers. So I think this is Rudolph, so I don't know what your opinion is. I don't know if you're a kid or a kid at heart who's painting this, but I am a kid at heart and going to say this is Rudolph, so we'll have to make his nose red. Oh, I got the wrong paint there, so I'll put some more of that dark paint in there. And you don't have to go all the way out to the edge. And if you go over the lines, it's no problem at all. You can always add another pencil line to the outside. Don't worry about it. You can't really see it once it's far enough away. Like if you put it in a frame or something, no one's staring this close to your painting. And I kind of err by going not quite out to the edges, or once I do it, I can kind of go back and fill them in. And now I'm going to start at the very tip. I've got my, since this is a 4x6 and it's small, I've got my small brush here, small tip, water brush, easiest to do. You can find it at my shop or you can get one at an art store. Love these things. If you're going to do more of my things or small work like this, I suggest you get a little tip brush. I'm going to make his nose more of the antler color, and I'm going to go right over his little freckles because we can darken those up later. But I'm going to try to go around his mouth a little bit. If you go over it, that should be fine, especially if you're going to make it black. Also, draw a couple of lines with a pencil. If you want to make him have like kind of a Christmassy hat, or just draw it with your paintbrush. You don't have to draw a line. That was really simple. And make sure his head is dry before you paint right next to it. And if you've got some black, add a lot of water to it, and then you can just kind of tap in a little bit of shape there to add kind of a shadow. Get his neck. I'm leaving white of the paper. His crazy eyes. Get his I think I want a few more stripes like that. Like a candy cane hat. Let's see, I think I'm going to make his nose red like I mentioned before. I'm going to go around his nostrils. Mostly a circle, a little bit of an oval. Don't have to follow the lines exactly. We'll put black in there later. You can pick whatever color you want. I'm sure he wears a different color every day. Mostly in Christmas colors, but you never know. Might get boring after a while, so you switch it up. And you can always draw the scarf in longer if you want, or add little fringes. Boop, 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 boop. Can't really make a circle very good with this, and I think I'll make his eyes look like they pop. And I think I'll take a little bit of great, make them look googly eyes. It's a little dark, but you can decide what you want to do. And since it's dark, I can always take a little bit of water and kind of spread it around be a little less like a line. And I'm adding more of that his face color here because I want it to be a little bit darker. You can take more time. I'm kind of hustling just for the sake of the video, so my apologies on that. But I like how that kind of blended around here. There. Rudolph, ready to party. Okay, so we have finished our Rudolph here, and now we can add a little bit of metallic if we want. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. If you have metallic paints, you can follow along, or maybe you want to get some someday because it's a lot of fun. He's got this very snazzy sweater here. We can just put a little bit of this pearl essence on top, maybe a little bit in his eyeballs, so it will shimmer and shine whenever you move your paper around. I'm putting that in there, and then maybe just a tad on his antlers. So if you wait until it's dry, then it will stay in place. So I'm going to put a little bit of shimmer right on top of his nose. So after your paint has dried, if you can kind of see where I've got that shimmer, so after this dries, you'll be able to see it much clearer. That makes it a lot of fun.